Hello everyone, this is the chapter Matter Around Us Pure Part 4. Today we are going to discuss about solubility. So today's content is solubility, questions and MCQs, then hot question, effect of temperature on solubility of solid, and effect of pressure on solubility. So first of all we will discuss about solubility. So as from the name it is clear that the maximum amount of solute which can be dissolved in 100 gram, that is 0.1 kg of a solvent, to form a saturated solution at a given temperature. You always note that it should be at a given temperature. As the temperature changes, the solubility may changes. So whatever be the amount of a solid that can be dissolved in 100 gram of the solvent is known as solubility. The solubility depends upon temperature. So while expressing the solubility of a substance, we have to specify the temperature also. For example, we can say that the solubility of KCl, that is potassium chloride, in water at 20 degrees Celsius, 34.7 gram per 100 gram of water. This means that under normal condition, 100 gram of water at 20 degrees Celsius and 1 atmosphere can dissolve not more than 34.6 gram of KCl. So 34.7 gram of KCl. So this is the saturation point of that particular solution if we are going to dissolve KCl. Next formula. Suppose we have W gram of solute and capital W gram of solvent. To make a saturated solution of a fixed temperature and pressure, the solubility of a given solute will be given as mass of solute upon mass of solvent into 100. W, that is for the solute mass, capital W, that is for the solvent mass, into 100 will be your formula. Then we will see some numerical. Suppose 12 gram of potassium sulfate dissolves in 75 gram of water at 60 degrees Celsius. What is the solubility of the water at that temperature? 12 gram of potassium sulfate, this is our solute, and 75 gram of water, this will be our solvent. So mass of solute is 12 gram, mass of solvent is 75 gram. We know the formula. Formula of solubility is mass of solute upon mass of solvent into 100. So just put the values, that is 12 divided by 75 into 100, and we get 16 gram of potassium sulfate. So solubility of that solution at particular temperature, that is at 60 degrees Celsius, is 16 gram of potassium sulfate. Now we will see the next numerical. 4 gram of solute are dissolved in 40 gram of water to form saturated solution at 25 degrees Celsius. What is the solubility of the solute? Again, mass of solute divided by mass of solvent into 100. It is 4 divided by 40 into 100, and you can calculate 4 by 40, that is 1 by 10, zeros cancel out, it will be 10 gram will be the solubility of that particular solute. Next numerical, this is important one. The solubility of ammonium chloride in water at various temperatures is given below. At temperature 10 degrees Celsius, it is 24 gram. At temperature 20, it is 37. At 40 degrees Celsius, it is 41. At 60, it is 55. At 80, it is 66. So mass of ammonium chloride would be needed to make a saturated solution of ammonium chloride in 50 gram of water at 40 degrees Celsius. So this is given solubility. So at 40 degrees Celsius, solubility is given 41 gram. So this 41 gram of solute can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent. But here in the question, this is given 50 gram of water. So we need to make a saturated solution of 50 gram of water. So the answer will be, that is 50 gram is half of the 100. So answer will be half of this 41 gram. So it means 41 divided by 2, that is 20.5 gram. So answer is 20.5 gram of ammonium chloride is needed to make a saturated solution of ammonium chloride in 50 gram of water at 40 degrees Celsius. There is only one formula. Solubility is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solvent into 100. The next question, this is a higher order thinking skill question. A student, it's an NCERT one also. A student determine the solubility of four substances in water at different temperature and obtain the following data. So this is the data obtained by the student, and we have to give the answers of these questions. The first we have potassium nitrate. The solubility at different temperatures given 21, 32, 62, and 106 and 167 gram. This is the solubility of potassium nitrate. Then sodium chloride, it is given at 10 degrees Celsius, it is 36, then again 36, then 37, then again 37. Potassium chloride, it is given 35, 35, 40, 46, and 54. And for the ammonium chloride, it is given 24, 37, 41, 55, and 66. These are the solubility of these substances at different temperatures. So first question is, what mass of KNO3, that is potassium nitrate, would be needed to make a saturated solution of KNO3 in 50 gram of water at 40 degrees Celsius? So in this we have given with the temperature 40 degrees Celsius and solute is KNO3. So 40 degrees Celsius and potassium nitrate, this is 62 gram. So 62 gram can be dissolved to make a saturated solution. 62 gram is needed in 100 gram of water. Here we are provided with the 50 gram of water. We need to prepare a saturated solution of KNO3 in 50 gram of water. For 100 we need 62 gram, and for 50 gram of water we need 62 divided by 2, that is 31 gram of KNO3. Next question. What would be observed if saturated solution of potassium chloride at 80 degrees Celsius is left cool to room temperature? Now temperature is given 80 degrees Celsius. 80 degrees Celsius and we have solute is potassium chloride. So potassium chloride, that is this one, and 80 degrees Celsius. Solubility is 54 gram per 100 degrees Celsius. That is at 80 degrees Celsius. Solubility is given at 80. But we left this particular solution at room temperature and we consider this room temperature is around 20 degrees Celsius. But at 20 degrees Celsius, the solubility of potassium chloride is only 35 grams. So what would you observe? We will observe some amount of solute at the bottom of the flask or bottom of the container in which this particular saturated solution is prepared. It means that when we decrease the temperature, the soluble salt will come up in the solution and we will see some crystals of that particular salt, that is potassium chloride. Now next question, what is the solubility of each salt at 20 degrees Celsius? This is a very easy one. For potassium nitrate it is 32, for sodium chloride it is 36, for potassium chloride 35 gram, and for ammonium chloride this is 37 gram. Which salt has the highest solubility at this temperature? I think 37 is the highest one, so we can say that ammonium chloride has the highest solubility at this temperature. Next question, what is the effect of change of temperature on solubility of a salt as shown by the above data? So from the above data, we can calculate that as the temperature is increasing, the solubility of the substance is also increasing. Next, effect of temperature and pressure on solubility. The solubility of a substance in liquid generally increases with rise in temperature but hardly changes with change in pressure. The solubility of a particular solid solute doesn't change with the pressure. It remains almost constant, but this pressure plays a very differentiate or very important role in case of gas solute. We will discuss this in the next classes. Till now we are going to discuss only about the solid solute. The effect of temperature depend on the heat energy change which accompany the process. Now heat energy. In our previous classes we know that there are two types of chemical reaction, that is endothermic and exothermic. Endothermic reactions are those which require heat to process a particular reaction, and exothermic are those which gives out some heat during a reaction. So when we mix a particular solute, there is some solute or some salts are there which absorb heat from the environment. That is, we feel a little bit of coolness when we prepare a solution. When we prepare a solution, they absorb heat from the surrounding and their solubility increases with rise in temperature. Or you can say that during the endothermic process, that is, heat is absorbed. If a salt has a tendency to absorb heat during its dissolving process, it means this solubility increases with increase in temperature. Examples are NaCl, KCl, ammonium nitrate, and potassium nitrate, that is KNO3. But there are some salts which liberate excess amount of heat when we mix them with water, like lithium carbonate, sodium carbonate, monohydrate, serum sulfate, etc., dissolved in water with evolution of heat. This means that the process is exothermic in nature, and in these salts, the solubility of water decreases with rise in temperature. So that's all for today's class. Hope you enjoy the class. And if you have any doubt, you can contact through WhatsApp. My number is 989607154. That's all for today. Take care.